It's bright. It's bright. Facing the sun. Blinded. Yes. Oh, messages. I fixed the screen. I figured it out, guys. I figured out how to fix the screen, so. Yeah. Now we got some high quality YouTube live feeds coming your way. And we can talk about whatever the F you want. I don't give a shit. You want to talk about trucking? You want to talk about the wall? No, I don't want to talk about the wall. Oh, man. We're getting loaded. And hopefully we will get this delivered ASAP. This should be about done back there. They just finished the guy next to me. But at first, I got here today and they were saying, hey, we're not loading you today. We're not going to load you today because we don't have the product ready. I was like, okay, let me go find out. Hey, they say they're not loading us today, man. What? Yeah. Oh, we found out what's going on. Okay. 2 hours later, I'm back in the dock. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, we're getting loaded, and they were saying we were gonna load you at 1 a.m., but some phone calls and some emails were exchanged, and guess what? Now we're getting loaded. So, too bad, so sad to the lazy guy on the dock who didn't want to load any trucks today, because we're getting loaded right now, aren't we? Got him. Anyway, what are you guys doing? What's going on? I see you, Lou Montanez. What's up, man? We're down here in the heart of Chicago. Picking up some candies. Candies, peanuts, pecans, hazelnuts, walnuts, cashews, all that kind of stuff. Picking it up, getting it going. And check this out. I already got a pre-plan for the weekend. So far so good over here. They're taking care of me, getting things done, doing what they're supposed to do. Their job. What? They're doing their job? Wow. That's nice. About time. Somebody's doing their job. One, they got me in the dock. Exchanged some emails back and forth. Got me in the dock. Getting loaded. Two, they got me lined up a pre-plan heading to the East Coast. That's going to pay pretty damn good. I can't disclose numbers, but thumbs up for me. And you guys know what my standards are when it comes to good paying freight. Well, thumbs up on this pre-plan, and it's a drop and hook. Drop and hook at the shipper. So all we'll do is we'll get empty. We'll get another trailer wash out. Go drop this thing. Go get empty. Or go pick up the loaded trailer and right down, deliver Monday, 2 stops. So that's what's up. We're gonna make some money this weekend and get out of the hole. Get some revenue back in from sitting all week, from doing nothing. And what's going on, Lou Flores? I was just saying, they got me in the dock, even though this place said they weren't gonna load me today. The dispatch over here got me in the dock. You know, they said, hey, we can't. You guys are gonna be paying a whole bunch of detention if you don't get this truck loaded. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay all that detention pay. So guess what? They started stacking boxes and putting shit in my trailer. So it's getting done. But where are you guys at? What are you doing? I see 7 people in here right now. Appreciate the thumbs up. I see you guys. And yeah, collared shirt challenge. That's the Truckin' Rob. I'll even button up the last few buttons here. The collared shirt challenge. You know, be the professional, set the example, as Rob says. Wear a nice shirt when you're checking into your shippers and receivers. Get a little bit more respect, you know. You won't be viewed as much of a slob as some of these other guys, and it makes the trucking industry look better. You know, you got to try to make this look good, right? What's going on, Truckman 23? We're just chilling, waiting. You can probably hear him back there, banging into the back of the reefer. The sun's hitting that just right, ain't it? You put yourself together. Yeah, I put a shirt on. I was at the truck wash and I had this other shirt on that's underneath this one, but what's in there? There ain't nothing in there. Anyway, I'm getting tired though. Only have to go 90 miles today. 90 miles. We'll get that done, and then we'll go get this next load. Get it scanned in with the phone here. We'll just scan all the paperwork in with the phone, and then we'll get going. But I seen some stuff going around about people sharing their numbers and their numbers being wrong and not knowing their cost per mile or their cost per day and how to figure it out, and this is wrong and that is wrong, and I'm just over here chilling. I'm just over here having a good old time. And I got we're picking up at the candy store, right? So I got some more stuff in the fridge, some chocolate stuff in the fridge, but we picked up a bunch of candy. That's the wrong bag. I just meant with the buttons. Oh yeah. We got some barbecue peanuts. 99 cents. You know, we got some of this. I don't even know what these called. I think they're called UFOs or something, but they got little it's like a fortune cookie type. It's like a fortune cookie type material, but it's got candy in it. It's got candy in it. Interesting. Never seen those before. Anyways, where did the comments go? Is it hard to adjust getting loaded and done as opposed to strapping and tarping? Not really. That's pretty good candy. I did refrigerated for 4.5 years before I did flatbed, so I know the ins and outs of it. It's not a big deal. Really smooth transition right back into reefer, back into the dock, no problem. All that kind of stuff. So the only thing I'm having to get used to again is the noise of the reefer, because it's a lot louder than I remember. I slept right through it last night, but once I stopped for the night, I was like, man, it's so loud. It's like like a deep bassy, constant noise. It did bother me a little bit yesterday when I was really tired. I got parked. I only ran 500 miles yesterday, so I still had like 3 hours left on my clock when I got parked. But and I know it's super bright, but there's not much I can do. Back in the saddle, yeah, man. Just running, trying to make some money. I don't care what freight it is. It doesn't matter. People put stigmas on or labels on people. Oh, you're just a reefer driver, or you're just a flatbedder, or you're just a van driver. It's like, dude, I'll haul anything. I don't give a shit. If it's refrigerated and it makes me money, I'm gonna pull it. If it's flatbed and it makes me money, I'm gonna pull it. If it's tanker and it makes me money, I'm gonna pull it. I do need to go get my tanker endorsement, by the way, but I'll haul that too. There's no limit here. Like, we can do flatbed, we can do reefer, we can do whatever. We just got to get the freight. That's it. You know, I don't really have that much experience with tanker, but I need to get my tanker endorsement anyway, so we can haul those liquid totes coming out of the Northeast. Totes of chemicals, the non-hazmat chemicals, like the liquid plastic stuff. That stuff they haul in those big plastic totes with the metal crates around it. Yeah, that you have to have a. If you have more than 2,000 pounds of that stuff, you gotta have a tanker endorsement. So, or 2,000 gallons, I think it is, something like that. Anyway, I don't remember the law. I just know we need the tanker endorsement to haul a whole load of it. So, I gotta get that sometime soon. It's not a difficult thing to get. It's just a one-page test, pretty much. So, written test. So, I'll get that sometime soon. I don't know. I'm lazy about that kind of shit. That's why I never got it before. It's just like, I didn't need it. I didn't need the tanker endorsement to make money until they started, and I still didn't need it to make money, but it would have been nice to pull some of those tank loads, those liquid totes. Individual bulk containers, what they call them in the law. I think that's what they call them. Individual bulk container. Something like that. IBCs. But I just got lazy. I never got my hazmat. I never got my tanker endorsement. No doubles, no triples. But I'm going to get all that stuff. It's not complicated. Just got to read the CMV handbook again. And then go take the test. That's pretty much it. What kind of power inverter do you have? What's going on, John? I see you, man. What's going on, John? I have a Cobra 1500 watt power inverter. It did not come with the truck. I had to have that installed. It goes straight to the batteries, but I think with like a 0 gauge wire, some really thick wires that go to that. But I had to have that installed. That was I don't know. That was like 6 years ago. I don't remember how much it was, but 1500 watt Cobra power inverter is more than enough to do everything you need to do. You can run a 700 watt microwave on that, small coffee pot, TV, game system, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever you want. I used to have a TV in here with the Blu-ray player and all that, and the only thing is when you have a 1500 watt, if you run the microwave, don't run anything else while the microwave is on, or else you'll pop the circuit and then you'll have to reset it, and you'll have issues if you try to run the microwave. But everything else you can run at the same time. Mini fridge, TV, game system, all that you can run at the same time on a 1500 watt power inverter. Just if you're going to use the microwave, turn everything else off so you don't pop it, because you will. But what's going on? No clutch. Yeah, we're just live. We've been live 13 minutes. I'm just rambling and talking about random shit. We are getting loaded right now. They should almost be freaking done. This shit must be really light though, because I only show, let me flip this around. I only show like 20,000 pounds on my drives right now. So we got like 20,000 pounds, and yes, it's dusty. I haven't cleaned it off today. It's dusty, but we only got like 20,000 pounds in there on the drives, and we're angled in. Come on, focus, phone. We're angled in the dock here. You can see it goes down, so we should have a little bit more on there than that, but we're out here in downtown Chicago getting loaded in the industrial area. There's an old, I think that's an old newspaper building. I don't remember, but we're getting loaded down here, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. If you guys have any specific topics you want me to discuss in the future, feel free to leave a comment right here, right now. Let me know. What do you guys want me to talk about? Because I've got a whole list of stuff, but if there's something specific that you guys want me to discuss, I'll do it. I don't care. Whatever you want. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now. If you have anything specific you want to know about how I run my business, or etc., how to get your own truck, MPG upgrades, all that kind of stuff, let me know. I've been doing this a little bit, about 4, 5, 6 years, going on 6 years in June. Yeah, I talk too much, man. That's just the way things go. What else am I gonna do? Talk to the cat? She's dead asleep. She don't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit. She's dead asleep, man. She ain't gonna listen to me. Hey, what are you doing back there? Not even a twitch, man. Not even a twitch, so. Oh, she lifted her head up now. What are you doing? Huh? She don't care. Anyway. Yeah, good country music on tonight on LNJRadio.com. Oh, that's what's up, Geronimo. Yeah, 15 minutes away. Well, shit, I've been here like... Let me check my... I got an e-log. It tells me how many hours I've been sitting here. I've been here for 2 hours and 44 minutes. So, what's going on, Jared Mormon? What's going on, man? Man, they're banging around back there, huh? Nice. I'm glad it's not my trailer they're banging around in. Shit. Man, these guys... Good grief, man. Yeah, banging the whole place up. Not a bad load for 90 miles. Yeah, this one, I can't discuss numbers, but like I said, you guys know my standards, right? I've made it pretty clear I need at least $1.50 all miles to be profitable. Well, we're well over that. I'll tell you that. We are well over that on this one. I can't discuss numbers because it's private, but I can give it a thumbs up. If I give it a thumbs down, you know it's less than $1.50. If I give it a thumbs up, you know it's more. Other than that, I can't really discuss it. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's got to be. You know, it's business, so it's all private, man. That's honestly, you're not really supposed to share that kind of information anyway. A lot of guys like to share their numbers on YouTube. I've done it myself. But honestly, you're not supposed to do that. And with RST, I'm not going to be. You know, like I said, you'll know based on my attitude whether or not I'm doing good. And what are they loading? They're loading candy, nuts, peanut, all this stuff I just bought is what they're loading. They're loading me up with pecans, different candies, you know, peanuts, trail mix, chocolate covered raisins and pecans and all kinds of nuts and fruits and all that kind of stuff. Gummy bears. I got a whole bag of gummy bears for 99 cents, man. I already ate like half of it. It was like up to here. But yeah, we're getting loaded with all kinds of candy. The good stuff. The American-made stuff. The good stuff. Somebody said, yeah, we're about to have some real professional stuff going on with the videos and things. It's going to look pretty sweet. My buddy is trying to sell an old truck. He has it on truck paper. Do you have any other tips? Truck paper, post it on Facebook. Post it. Tell them to post it on Facebook. There's several trucking groups you can post it in. One is truckers or 18-wheelers. Buy, sell, and trade. That's a good group. Post it in there. There's several others. Just look up truckers, buy, sell, and trade groups. And then, or just post it in any trucking group. Say, hey, I got a truck for sale. You know, make sure you detail all the specifications, what's been done to it, if you have paperwork or not, all that kind of stuff. But definitely post it on Facebook, man. I know several people who've bought trucks from people on Facebook. It's a good way to get it out there to let people know, hey, or just have them post the link to truck paper. Hey, I got this truck for sale. Post the link to truck paper because they got it all online, right? So if it's on truckpaper.com, he can just take that link from truck paper and post it on Facebook. That's what I would do. That's going to get more views on it to get people to see that he's got a truck for sale. So, and people tend to like to know who the seller is, right? They want to know who the person is. They might even be friends with them, you know. So, people like to network. and know, hey, this guy, my friend knows this guy who's had this truck for sale, right? You're more likely to purchase a truck from somebody your friend knows than somebody you don't know at all or don't have any network to at all. So, that's another good reason to put yourself out there on social media in the trucking industry or any business, as you make connections, you get to know people, and you build a level of trust with people that you're working with. So, you kind of have a reputation. It's like, oh yeah, I think you can trust that guy to sell you a decent truck. He's not going to screw you over, etc., etc. And then if the guy does give you a lemon of a truck, guess what? You're going to post about it. So then other people are going to know, hey, this guy screwed you over. He needs to make it right. That's obviously the ideal situation, but that's what I would do. I would put it on Facebook. You better start teaming with a dentist. Hey man, I brush my teeth. I'm gonna blind y'all right now. Anyway, I do need to get to a dentist though. I got a broken tooth back here, man. That's the worst. Anyway, how many hours/miles you go between oil changes? I usually do about 45,000 miles. I generally run 120,000 miles a year, or anywhere from 100 to 120,000 miles a year. So every 45,000 is good. Detroit recommends 50,000. I just do about 5,000 earlier. I'm actually due for PM here in 24,000 miles. I'm due for a PM. So yeah, and in about 6,000 miles, I need to grease my truck again, and we'll get that done. I'll pull out my grease gun. I'll grease everything, and we'll be good to go. Let's see, what else is going on in here? All that candy. Yeah, man. I gotta answer this real quick. It's a drop and hook. There we go. It's a drop and hook. Yeah, I mean, that's... You doing a video on that on... Oh, on the oil change stuff? Sure, I guess. I mean, it's pretty basic. Just explained it right there. Get it done. If you run 100 to 120,000 miles a year, follow. All of this stuff is... I'm going to do something that's going to piss somebody off, but hold on. Hold on a second. Get in there. Oh, what's this I have in my hand? What is this I have? I think I've already done a video greasing the truck. What's this I have in my hand? Is it my owner's manual packet? What? What happened? Yes, I still have my owner's manual after 5+ years. Check it out. Big old book right here. What do we got? Driver's manual. Right? The driver's manual tells you how to use the truck, and the maintenance manual tells you how to fix it and take care of it. Yes. Read this. Please read your maintenance manual. This will teach you a lot. Learn how to read, guys. I cannot tell you how important it is to read this book. Okay? Now, what are we going to do? I do not change my own oil. That's a pain in the ass. I don't have a place to dump it, etc., etc. So, nope, don't do that. I'll just take it to the shop and let them do it. It's not worth my time to try to get all fucking do it myself. But, there's the Davco filter. Hey, you guys want to know how to change your Davco filter? Guess what? There's a page in your maintenance manual that tells you exactly how to do that. Oh my goodness. What do you know? And you guys want to, let's see, what else is on here? You want to know how to put your tow hooks in your bumper? Oh, how about that? There's a page in there that tells you how to do that. Well, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. Oh, how about that? It tells you all your fuses, where all your fuses are. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, there's a whole glossary of topics in here that you can read on. You know, uh, here it is, Cascadia maintenance manual. How about that? Cascadia 125 DC and SLPs. Yeah, man. So, what's the very first thing in here? Driveline inspection. Oh, how about that? How do you inspect your drive shaft? It tells you how right here. It tells you. Exactly. Determining, here you go. What were we just talking about? Maintenance intervals, right? Determining scheduled maintenance intervals. There's a whole paragraph that tells you how to determine when to change your oil. It's right there. It's right there. Types of service. Schedule 1, Schedule 2. Schedule 1 is short haul. I'll just read straight from the book. Schedule 1 service is for short haul transport. Typically applies to vehicles that annually travel less than 60,000 miles and operate under normal conditions. Examples of Schedule 1 are operation primarily in cities and densely populated areas. All right, and it goes on. Schedule 2 is for vehicles that annually travel more than 60,000 miles with minimal city and minimal stop and go operations. Okay, examples of Schedule 2 usage are regional delivery, that is mostly freeway miles, or interstate transport. You know drivers don't read. I know they don't. That's why I'm reading it to them right now. This is going to get a bunch of views because people don't want to read. It's sad. Here's Schedule 1. Okay, Schedule 2. So you're at Schedule 2, right? If you're an over-the-road interstate operation. What is it? Maintenance 1, M1. Every 25,000 miles. That's your greasing and all that kind of stuff. Greasing. M1 is... See, look. This manual, look. It tells you which schedule you are and what services and how many miles you need to do it, right? And then, in this pages, it tells you every time... It gives you the maintenance schedule by the miles when you need to get the service done. M1, M2, or M3, right? And then when you go through these pages, it tells you exactly which services are classified as M1 maintenance. Okay, so every 25,000 miles, these are the things you need to do. Check your air compressor. Check your clutch release bearing lubrication. Fifth wheel inspection. Knuckle pin lubrication. Dana Spicer axles. Tie rod lubrication. Wheel nut check. Driveline inspection. Bendix air dryer desiccant cartridge replacement. Dana Spicer camshaft bracket lubrication. Slack adjuster lubrication. Exhaust system inspection. Park Smart drain tube inspection. And hood rear support lubrication. Those are your M1 maintenance schedules. That's every 25,000 miles. You need to have all those things checked. Now, you may or may not need to grease everything. It's just, that's the guaranteed. Okay, every 25,000 or less, you need to do all of these things. This came with the truck. It comes with the truck, man. Will there be a pop quiz? Hey, there should be. There should be a pop quiz. Put on your collared shirt, open up your open up your maintenance manual and start reading. What do you got to do for M1? Okay, perform all M1 operations, and that's every 25,000 miles. This stuff needs to be done. Okay, it needs to be checked. Every 25,000. Not every other, not a maybe, not I guess it's okay. No, every 25,000 miles. You need to do this stuff. That's why I have my own grease gun. I do it myself. Otherwise, every 25,000 miles, you're in the shop. Hey, grease everything. No, just grease it yourself, man. Grease it yourself. M2. Okay, so let me go back a couple pages. And M2 maintenance 2, right? That's every 50,000 miles. And maintenance 3 is every 150. I'm sorry. That's for Schedule 1. That's short haul. Schedule 2. Because we're talking about Schedule 2. Most of you guys are over the road, right? Schedule 2. Maintenance 2 is every 100,000 miles. Okay? Every 100,000 miles on maintenance 2. And some of these intervals show maintenance 1 and maintenance 2 that you need to do. So, like maintenance 2. What's the very first thing that you have to do on maintenance 2? It says perform all maintenance 1 operations. So, alternator, battery, starter check, pressure relief valve check, fan clutch check, transmission fluid level inspection, manual transmission regulator check, replacement, fairing bumper check, suspension inspection, suspension U-bolt torque check, knuckle pin lubrication, tie rod inspection, tie rod lubrication, axle breather, axle lubricant level inspection, air brake system inspection. You got to do all this stuff, guys. If you're not doing all these things, your truck is going to break. These are required maintenance items, and it's all here. You just got, if you want to be an owner-operator, you got to open this book. Seriously, you have to know what your maintenance is. Otherwise, something's just going to break, and you're like, well, shit, my truck's break, it's a piece of shit. Well, did you do all of this? Did you do all of these items? No, you didn't. Don't lie and say you did, because I know you didn't. Okay? If you did all this, and then your truck is a piece of shit, then, hey, maybe it is a piece of shit. But if you keep complaining about your truck breaking down, and you're not doing your M1, your M2s, and your M3s, you're doing all this, then it's your fault. You got to do all this stuff. Okay? This is why I do the do-it-yourself maintenance videos. Because if you don't do this stuff, your truck's going to break down. All right? Now let's get to, and that's not even all of it. All right, this is M3. Okay, now the M3 list is much smaller. But what does it say? What are the first things that an M3 service requires? Perform all M1 operations and perform all M2 operations. And M3 is every 150,000 miles. All right, so every 150,000, you want to do all M1, all M2, and air cleaner element inspection and replacement. Radiator pressure flushing and coolant change. You're supposed to change your coolant. What? I thought I ran the same coolant for 1,000,000 miles. No, you got to have it changed. You got to drain it and replace. Okay? Manual transmission fluid change. You got to change your transmission fluid. What? I thought you could use the same transmission fluid for 700, 800, 900,000 miles. No, you got to change it. That's part of your maintenance schedule. If you don't do it, guess what? No wonder your transmission don't work right, because you didn't change the oil. Change the oil, guys. Axle lubricant and filter change. Oh, that little cap on the end of your steer axle, that oil that's in there, you have to change that, right? Yes, you have to change that. Every M3 service, okay? Bendix air dryer desiccant cartridge replacement. We talked about that on the radio show last night. You must change that. I do it at least once a year because you run 120,000 miles a year. This is a 150,000 mile service interval item. Okay? So change it every year. All right? Bendix E6 foot control valve inspection and lubrication. That's your brake valve right here. Your foot. That needs to be inspected. Okay, power steering fluid and filter change. I bet you guys didn't even know you had a filter for your power steering fluid, did you? You do. You got to change it. I was actually going to do a video on that here pretty soon. Exactly on the Cascadia. Exactly on the Cascadia, how to remove and replace the power steering fluid filter. But that's all in here. That's your service, guys. That's what you need to be doing pretty much every year. You need to do all that. If you're not doing all of that every year, something's going to break. It's going to wear out. You're going to have to replace it. It's going to cost you a lot more than it should. This is why it's called preventative maintenance. It's not just changing the oil and changing the filters. There's a lot more to it. You got to do all the items I just mentioned. So get out your maintenance manual, go to the dealership, and say, hey, let's set up a maintenance schedule for my truck. Let's get all this stuff done, and then we'll do this every year. We'll get everything done every year. All right? And that's not even all of it. There's a lot of other stuff that's in here that isn't covered in your scheduled maintenance. There's other stuff that is listed as well. So you want to know all that. And then guess what? The rest of this book is telling you exactly how to do all of those items yourself on the maintenance schedule. So you can do most of the stuff yourself. All right? If you're not comfortable with that, then take it to the shop. Here we are. Air cleaner element inspection and replacement. That's part of your M3 service. Okay? Air compressor inspection. Alternator battery starter connection, check. Fan clutch, check. Pressure relief cap, check. All that stuff is in here. It tells you exactly how to do it. Clutch release bearing lubrication. Look at that. It shows you exactly where your clutch release bearing is. It shows you how to get to it. And it tells you in a description, and even tells you caution. Don't do this, dummy. It tells you exactly what to do and what not to do, right in your owner's manual. All right, it's not that hard. Okay, manual transmission fluid change, blah blah blah. It shows you exactly how to check your transmission fluid. You stick your finger in there and you see if it's low. It shows you exactly how to do it. Okay, and it tells you, warning, do not check while hot. So it tells you how to do all this stuff, guys. It's not that hard. Manual transmission air filter check. There's an air filter on your manual transmission. Did you know that? Probably not, because you probably never read this before. It's right here. It shows you exactly where it is, how to change it, and everything. All right, it's all there. But that's pretty much it. You know, you got all these pages. It tells you how to do a fifth wheel inspection. Good grief, man. Everything's in here. Shocks, ride height, axle alignments, checking your differentials, all that stuff. It's all right here, guys. It's all in there. You get this book for free with the truck. Read it. It will help you a lot. Okay? If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to help you the best of my ability. But usually when somebody asks me a question and I don't know, I go to this book right here, or I go to Google. I say, okay, what is this? I've never heard of that before. So I go to learn. I go to learn about what's going on with my truck, or what's going on with my buddy's truck, or your truck, whatever. So it's that simple. It's that simple. Yes. My truck was in the shop 3 times in the last 4 years of breakdown. There you go. If you do all that maintenance stuff, your truck is going to stay out of the shop quite a bit. Okay, you're still going to have breakdowns and things that go wrong. I have myself. But if you follow that maintenance schedule, you're going to have minimal issues. That's what it's designed for. And Nathan just hit it on the head. Too many owners of trucks thinks that a truck will run forever. Excuse me. They think that a truck will run forever with no maintenance. It won't. You might get 300,000-400,000 miles, and then you're going to have some real bills coming in. Right? It might not even make it that far if you're not greasing it. You got to grease your truck. You got to grease all these different fittings, your kingpins, your tie rod ends, your slack adjusters, your S-cams, even your fifth wheel. Grease your fifth wheel, guys. Come on. It's the easiest thing to access on your truck, to grease. But guys don't grease it. Why? I don't know. But you got to grease this stuff. With that being said, I'm going to get off of here. I think they're almost done loading me. And, you guys have a good night. You stay safe out there. If you have any questions, leave a comment below once the video is processed. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Or maybe later. We'll see. I like doing these live feeds. So I hope to see more of you guys join in on the live feeds. And, share your thoughts. All that kind of stuff. Anyways, try not to die.